Geelong is a port city located on Corio Bay in the state of Victoria. She's located 75 kilometres southwest of Melbourne, the state capital, and it's the second largest city with a population of over 250,000 people. At the heart of this Victorian city is a spot of tranquility from the bustling centre, the Geelong Gallery.
The Geelong Gallery was established in 1896 and it's one of the oldest regional galleries in Australia. The building that we're standing in here now is actually the original building that was built, and over the years there's been additions to the building. The gallery has a major collection of significant works from around Australia. Two of the significant cornerstone works are Eugene von Gerard's view of Geelong, which depicts Geelong in the 1850s and shows a city that's evolving. We also have Frederick McCubbin's Bush Burial, which is a significant work that people come from all around the country to see. Two other works in the collection include Edward Fisher's Geelong Cups. Edward Fisher was a Geelong-based silversmith. These works show the intricacy of his work in creating these gold cups that were awarded to the winners of the Geelong Cup in the 1850s. Geelong Gallery is a major destination for learning. Not only do we have a children's space dedicated to learning, but we have programs throughout the year tailored to school groups and also to school holiday programs and youths. So the gallery is a fantastic place for families to come.
Next stop is the Anchor, boutique accommodation at the heart of the city. Co-owner Holly explains more about their unique rooms.
So Anchor Geelong, we renovated it maybe 2.5 years ago. Myself, my husband and my husband's parents, they have accommodation in Ballarat, so they kind of kick-started the whole process. It was an old nursing quarters, so we've done it up probably over the course of 3 to 6 months, and then we've been open in business for about 2 years. We've got 8 studio rooms. A couple of them are 2 rooms, but most of them are just king or queen studios. They've all got kitchenettes, bathrooms, TVs. You actually just use a lockbox to get in, so you type your key in and you get that as a text message the day before. We like to pride ourselves on being different from most accommodation in Geelong because all our rooms are got their own different style, so none of the rooms are exactly the same. They've all got different furniture, different bedding, different layouts, so we think we're quite unique in that way. Also, only about 500 metres down the road is our Waterfront, so we're quite centrally located and close to the centre of town.
Plenty of places to visit whilst in Geelong, including the home of the Cats, the second oldest club in the Australian Football League. Aussie rules football, that is.
Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. keep you in my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. I remember when we were
On the waterfront there is the Bay Walk Bollards, celebrating many of the people who have had an integral part of the growth of the city.
and I keep you in my heart is where you are. I still think of
Created by local artist Jan Mitchell, where she captured notable characters, including one that resembles John Stewart, our next guest presenter.
Well, hello, I'm John Stewart, probably better known as the Lone Ranger. There's a lot of stories behind that which I won't bore you with, but Geelong is my home. I was born in Geelong. Yeah, with my long association with Geelong, I've spent a lot of time around here. This is the Point Henry foreshore, and as you can see, it's a great shot across the bay. Today's just the perfect day for boating and fishing and so on. And when Geelong was first founded, it was actually going to be the other side of Point Henry, and we've got a sandbar across there towards the Flinders Peak, where it was dredged to allow the vessels, sailing vessels, into Geelong. And Geelong grew rapidly. It's almost becoming an outer suburb of Melbourne. It's very well known. We get a lot of international visitors here now because Avalon Airfield has international flights, which is lovely. So we've got a great diversity of people in Geelong, not only living here but visiting as well.
Sailing has been at the heart of the city for transporting goods or just for pleasure. The Royal Geelong Yacht Club was a perfect place to drop in and meet the Commodore, John Kint, to find out a little more about their plans for expansion.
Royal Geelong Yacht Club is about to go through a significant change, what with the government interest and investment for both the kids, learning to sail, disability sailing, all of the events that are being sponsored by the Royal Geelong Yacht Club, going to make this club even bigger and better than it was. With the building program that's coming up, we're going to finish up with the most iconic yacht club, I think, in Australia, on the waterfront, which is facing north, that's going to be an attraction for all for many, many years to come.
If you're looking to quench your thirst or a quick meal after walking around the waterfront, pop into the vibrant Edge, a local watering hole.
Welcome to Edge. We're a restaurant bar. We specialise in tapas, cocktails. We've got a whole heap of beers on tap. We kick along on the weekends. We do our cocktail house. We've got live music. We have DJs. Yeah, we're a whole heap of fun down here on the waterfront.
Out in Healesville in 2009. We were started as a spin-off brand for the Little Creatures franchise. We came out into our own and released a dark ale that we opened fermented, and soon after that the ball got rolling and we became pretty popular pretty quickly. We've now added quite a few beers to our core range, including a Belgian white that took out Champion Australian Beer of 2017 at the Australian International Beer Awards. It's very exciting. We've also diversified into a little barrel aging project that we've been doing for the last few years as well. So we're starting to trial some of those more European styles of beer, soured beers, naturally acidified, wild fermented, and then some kettle soured beers as well, using some controlled bacteria and yeasts. You can come down and join us for a beer, a bite to eat, a tasting, a tour, or we'll even just talk beer with you at the bar, however long you want.
We started in 2017. We decided that we were going to do South American food. That wasn't really in Geelong, and we find it to be a very Australian way of eating. Lots of light seafood starters and kind of big cuts of meat, and beautiful big Argentinian reds and that sort of thing to go with it. I think ceviche is a beautiful way to eat seafood. It's, we're right on Port Phillip Bay here, so we've got access to some beautiful fresh fish, and we just deal out really simply, a bit of lime juice. One of our latest specials is rockling, and we just have a bit of coconut milk, lime, some fresh yellow chilli, and we serve that with roasted sweet corn, and it's kind of one of the favourites. It's just really taken off. So for example, that's the basis of kind of classic Peruvian, and then we step into some Argentinian favourites, which is, I guess, asado, which is the grill. So we work with a Wagyu producer in Bollards called Share Wagyu, and they have fantastic cuts of meat that we're able to get and hang on the bone and develop this beautiful flavour. So we're about 50% South American, and then we make up the rest from local wineries and some other internationals. And then you step up into Venadas and Tanats, these big Barrosan-like reds from Argentina that just work perfectly with those big rich cuts of meat.